Hello everyone, Namaste. Hope you are well. Well, students, welcome to one more video for the recent exam, that is ISRO UDC English paper, which was conducted on 10th December 2023, just yesterday itself. It's a question paper, written test paper for Assistant Upper Division Clerk 2020-22, and the exam was held on this month, December 10th December 2023. Students, myself, Basavarj, English trainer for all state, central, as well as defense competitive exams. This is my number. You can call 8951 880 Well, today's paper is General English, ISRO UDC, conducted on 10th December 2023. Well, I'm going to analyze Set E. Let's see the questions. Well, Part B, you're going to write it for 50 marks, students. And the questions are like this. The very first main is, identify a close definition of word given in italics. In every sentence, of course, the question is not underlined, which was given in italic, but I have underlined it that you can see it clearly. But the very first question is, he is an indefatigable worker. What do you mean by indefatigable? It is nothing but skillful. The meaning of italic word indefatigable is skillful. This is going to be the right answer for it. Well, question number 2, he is the posthumous child of a lawyer. What do you mean lawyer? What do you mean by posthumous? Students, posthumous is a word given by so many people in India, achieved people, like after the death, that is called posthumous. Where is the right answer for this? Option number C, born after the death of the father, is the only option. After the death is what? Posthumous. According to this sentence, he is the posthumous child of a lawyer. Lawyer died, the lawyer, the advocate died. After the death he born. So the right option for posthumous is option C, born after the death of the father. This is the right answer. Well, students, those who have written this exam December 10th, cross check your key answers, how many marks you're going to achieve here. Well, question number second main, identify the word misspelled. Students, there are 4 options given. Each option has its own word. Among 4 options, one is misspelled. You have to find out that misspelled word as your answer. Let's see the options. Well, uh, option A is diphtheria, option B grandeur, option C ridiculous, option D license. Cross check. Option A, B and C are absolutely right. There is no spelling mistake at all. But ridiculous, it's not it is not ridiculous, it is ridiculous. Here you will find the misspelled word. So option C is the right answer for this. Let's move to the next question. Well, option A is comparative, option B concise, option C accelerate, option D inoculate. And the spelling for comparative is wrongly spelled here. This is going to be the right answer, students. Cross check and please comment me. My number is 8951880403. You can message me, text me, like out of 50 marks, how many mark you secured. Let's move to the question number 5. Option A, participate. Option B, resident. Option C, prerogative. Sorry, prerogative. Option D, proficient. And the wrongly spelled word is, misspelled word is president. President spelling is wrongly spelled here. This is how. Let's move to the next main, that is third main. Identify the correct spelled. Hope you understand, students. Correctly spelled word you have to recognize and choose as your answer. Well, 4 words are given. Among them, 1 word is correctly spelled and the rest of the 3 words are wrongly spelled. What you have to do is you have to choose the correctly spelled word as your answer. Well, here it is given venerable, 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 And the rightly spelled word for venerable is option B. Yes, you can lock it. Let's move to the next one. Here it is primordial, 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 primordial. The rightly spelled word is option A. Premordial. This is going to be the right answer. Option A. Primordial. Well, next one is what? Option A, pomegranate. You have to find out. Pomegranate is one of the fruits. You know that. Of course, we pronounce it poma, poma, pomegranate, but the spelling is P-O yummy, not P-O yummy. This is going to be the right answer. Pomegranate. Question number 9. Judicious. Option A, B, C, and D given. And rightly spelled word for judicious is option C, Judicious. Judicious. Judicious is what we pronounce. Question number 10. Accurate is the word. We have to find out the rightly spelled word for accurate. Option D is the right one. The spelling is like ACCURATE. The spelling of accurate is accurate in option D. This is accurate. Accurate. Question number 11. We have to choose the rightly spelled word for requisite, and option B is the rightly spelled for requisite. That is REQUISIT. Requisite. A is the rightly spelled word. One more question related to rightly spelled word. You have to choose the rightly spelled word for commendable. Commendable. Cross check. Option C. COMMENDABLE. This is the rightly spelled word for commendable. Commendable. This is how the first 12 questions are based on your vocab. Well, next move to the fourth main. Read the following passage carefully and answer the questions given below by choosing the correct option. Students' question is very simple. You have to read out the given passage and try to understand the meaning of the given passage. Passage is very simple as academic. Well, you write for if you're a CBSC student, ICSC, if you're a PU student, of course you do have a passage based on the question. Based on the passage, you will have number of questions. You have to read it carefully. Well, let me read the passage for you. Okay, there is a small mistake. Yes, it is rightly spelled now. But let me read the passage for you. Students, whenever the comprehensive passage is given, you have to read the passage carefully. Don't just read it. Try to comprehend. Comprehend itself is nothing but understand or make out. Try to understand the gist theme of the passage based on what are the things are given here. Well, I'm going to read it in British accent for you people. Listen carefully. In this world of human affairs, there is no worse nuisance than a boy at the age of 14. He is neither ornamental nor useful. It's impossible to shower affection on him as on a little boy, and he is always getting in the way. If he talks with a childish lisp, he is called a baby, and if his answers in a grown-up way, he is called impertinent. In fact, any talk at all from his resented, then he is at the unattractive growing age. He grows out of his clothes with indecent haste, his voice grown suddenly angular and unsightly. It is easy to excuse the shortcoming of early childhood, but it is hard to tolerate even unavoidable lasts in a boy of 14. The lad himself becomes painfully self-conscious when he talks with elderly people. He is either unduly forward or else so unduly shy that He appears ashamed of his every existence. Yet it is at this age when, in his heart of hearts, a young lad most craves for recognition and love, and he becomes the devoted slave of anyone who shows him consideration. But none dare openly love him, for that would be regarded as undue indulgence and therefore bad for the boy. So, what with the scolding and chiding? He becomes very much like a stray dog that has lost his master. For a boy of 14, his own home is the only paradise. To live in a strange house with strange people is a little short of torture, while the height of bliss is to receive the kind looks of women and never to be slighted by them. Well, students, in a slingshot, in a single attempt, I read it and got to know that all the paragraph describes is what the plight, the condition of the people, the children who are around 14, how the grown-ups behave with them, right? This is what, well, I have read the story very well now, the passages in my mind, and I'm going to sort out the questions. Students, you can pause my video and you can note it down. Well, you can read it number of times. If you're a beginner, try to read. Keep the habit of reading newspapers. When you are going to attempt the exams in English, you have to read English dailies. It can give you number of vocabularies. At the same time, you can maintain the reading speed. That helps a lot and it makes a lot of difference in a competitive exam. Well, here is what the continued part of the same paragraph, followed by the next paragraph, and finally the last one. And finally, last one. Well, the very first question based on the passage: how do grown-ups react to a boy of 14 whenever he speaks? When a 14-year-old boy speaks, what is the reaction of the grown-ups? Well, if you read it, the reaction is they call him impertinent. It's a kind of, insult only. It's a kind of what you'll call a sarcastic way of responding the 14-year-old boy. Well, the next question is point out any two unavoidable leaps in a boy of 14. If the boy is around 14, so what 2 points you can find out in this passage which are unavoidable leaps? Well, according to the passage, in my knowledge, option A is the right answer. He grows painfully self-conscious and talks with the list is what he's a pathetic condition. Move to the next question. Question number 15. What does a boy of 14 crave for? What he is longing for? The right answer is recognition and love. At the age of 14, the children wanted the people to recognize and in response they can show some love towards. So recognition and love is the right option for the question. What does a boy 14 crave for? Question number 16. The height of bliss indicates. In this passage, there is a phrase used, the height of bliss. Students, is nothing but idioms. The meaning for this idiom says the greatest joy and happiness is going to be the right answer. 100% you can lock it. Well, students, back to back 16 questions with reason I have explained here. Hope you are enjoying my video. Students, if my video is useful, I never ask you to subscribe it. Better we can do one thing. Those who have written this, attempted this exam, you can forward to them. It will be helpful to everyone. Well, move to the next question. Fifth main is what? Fill in the blanks by choosing the most appropriate preposition from the option given. As I told you, students, preposition of place, preposition of time, and phrasal prepositions are often asked in your competitive exams, even it is not, beyond CBSC students' academic event. Let's see the first question based on prepositions. Question number 17. Look dash the sportsman dash the picture. Who is he? Well, you have four options. Option A, B, C, D. Students, you know very well, look at is quite commonly used in our day-to-day life. When at is the right answer, obviously in every option, at in the beginning, in the it is available in the first option only. Option B, on is the beginning word. Option C, again on is the first word. Option D is quite possibly It is going to be the right answer because I'm not going to cross check it. It is a kind of a trick. Look at the sportsman in the picture. Who's he? Yes, it is right answer. You can lock it and enjoy my video. Question number 18. Yes, you may write a dash link. Most of the students are confused with some of the propositions here because they are not familiar with such kind of proposition. The right answer for yes, you may write a dash ink. Most of people write with ink, and some students, messaged me. They texted me with by ink. No, you can use by pen, by hand, by some instruments, not with. With is used for the people, but here the thing is given. So the right answer is yes, you may write in ink. Is the right answer, not on at all. Question number 19, they'll be extremely vexed dash me. Students quite commonly vexed with. Vexed with is going to be the right answer. Do not cross check the other. If you don't know, you can cross check like vexed at, vexed off, vexed from. But when you go to the sentence, when you read it, the scenario is they'll be extremely vexed with me. Vexed with me is the right answer. You can cross it. Question number 20. She was able to conjure dash the spirits of the dead. Students, conjure is nothing but controlling, taming. She was able to conjure up the spirits of the dead. When some people die, no, there are some people, they are called super powered people. They come and they try to control the, what do you call that? They control the spirit which is roaming outside. Of course, the body is there, but there is no soul inside. When the soul comes out of the physical body, that is called spirit. So the right answer for this one is conjure up, you can lock it. Question number 21. Paul always had a knack dash a good story. Students, listen on knack off. Yes, very simple one. Knack off is the right answer. Just lock it and let's move to the next question. 21 questions over. Move to sixth main. Of course, when you see ABC, 100% it is going to be either parajumbled or error identification. Let me read the main question for you people so that you can understand and enjoy my video. Rearrange parts A, B, C, and D in each of the following sentences so as to make them meaningful and select the correct option. Well, of course, it is para-jumbled only. It's not para-jumbled, it is grammatically sentence jumbled. Well, let's see the first question. Well, the British government appointed a commission of the time to examine the question of political reform in India. I read it and I arranged it like A, C, B, D. I'm going to read the very first example for you so that you can get to know that those who are new to my video, you can get to know the technique to sort out such kind of questions. Well, the very first question is what? A. What is A? The British government, right? Well done. What is C? The British government of the time. You're getting my point, I think. Option 1 is the British government, followed by of the time. Next to, just a moment, students. The very first option is the British government. And the option C is, yes, of course it is, of the time. Option B, appoint a commission. And option D, to examine the question of political reform in India. Yes, 100%. It is a sensible sentence, and you can lock option C as your answer. Similarly, you can go with question number 23. Let me read the question for you. Some of these novels were written by men who are now dead for their own amusement. If you arrange it, the right arrangement is option D. It is like the very first option is some of these novels were written by men, followed by amusement, right? Then, who are now dead? Last option is for their own, and this is going to the right alignment. Option D is the right answer. Similar, one more question, question number 24. He dared to fight who challenged him to a duel the story of thieves. It's not completely jumbled or partly jumbled. Well, you can go with like A, B, D, C. Let's arrange it. He, right, dared to fight a duel the 40 thieves who challenged him too. Yes, of course, it is sensible. You can lock it. This is how ABCD can be rearranged. Let's move to the next question, students. Seventh main, you have to find out the antonym of the following words. What do you mean by antonym? Nothing but opposite word, which is opposite in meaning. What is synonym? Synonym is nothing but which is similar in meaning. Well, the question is, a main question is antonym. Keep in your mind, because whenever you read the words, when you look at the answers, sometimes your freaky mind will be thinking of synonyms. Point to be noted, antonym is what you target. The very first question is expeditious. Expeditious. Expeditious antonym is expeditious is nothing but peaceful, fast, raftar, what you call. And the opposite is what? Slow. You can go with delayed, because slouched is unmatchable, connived is unmatchable, careless is unmatchable. The only antonym for expeditious is delayed. You can lock it. Next question, subdued is a word, and you have to find out the opposite antonym of subdued. Subdued is nothing but controlled one, which is in your control, or the man or the people or the animals are in control, right? Well, that is subdued. Opposite for subdued is what? Uncontrolled. Here it is. Option B is the right answer. Well, question number 27, indomitable. Indomitable opposite word is submissive. You can lock it. Finally, one more word, absurd. What is the opposite for absurd? Option B, renounce is the right answer. Everybody, those who have written the exam, cross check your key answers and message me. My number is 8951 880403. This is your English trainer, Mr. Basavarj. Yes, Vanaki. Well, next question, move to the next one. One more question related to antonym, that is opposite word, inequitable. Inequitable is unfair, and the opposite for inequitable is fair. This is what the end of antonyms. Let's move to the next question. Eighth, the main is you are supposed to find out the synonym for the given word. What is the given word? Here is what given word. P-E-N-E-G-Y-R-I-C. Panegyric. Panegyric. What is the similar meaning for the word? Panegyric, similar word is speech only. You can cross-check and find out how many marks you secured. Well, next word is apportion. Apportion, synonym word is allocate. Students, point to be noted, this time synonym is asked every time when you go with the, when you cross check with the options, you have to recall yourself. You are facing the question related to synonym, and synonym for apportion is allocate. And one more word, brusque. Brusque. And synonym for brusque is impolite, because brusque is polite. Next one, August. Most of the students are shocked with them. The name of the month, August, is given. Yes, of course, August is nothing but eminent. And where is the option? Option D is what? Eminent is a synonym for the word August. Next one is credence. What is credence? Credence is nothing but belief, trust, believable, reliable. Of course, the credence is abstract noun. Similarly, the option is also in abstract noun, that is belief. Let's move to the one more question related to synonyms, that is obsolete is given. Obsolete, similar meaning is outdated, right? Well, next move to the next question. Ninth main, students, few more questions based on idiomatic questions are always challenging, students. Well, the idiomatic is nothing but idioms, phrases. Sometimes they'll ask, you have to find out the meaning for that given idioms. What is the first idiom? That is break a leg. What is the meaning of break a leg? Option C, to wish good luck is called break a leg. Similarly, next one, wet behind the ears. Wet behind the ears. Not at all. It's not like that. The idiom is something like, and the meaning will be entirely different. Well, wet behind the ears is nothing but immatured. Matured, immature. Wet behind the ear means immature. Similarly, one more idioms, to place oneself off as. Meaning of this idiom is to pretend to be, to act like. That is going to be the right answer. Well, out of spirits, one more idioms. Out of spirits, the meaning of this idiom is gloomy and sad. Option B is the right answer. Well, next one, to take one's heels. To take one's heels means to run away is the right answer. This idiom is often asked in many competitive exams. The next one is challenging one. You have to, let me read the question for you. 10th Mayor, here you are. Choose the one which can be substituted for the given sentence or words. Students, a sentence is given. Sometimes they'll give a word and you have to substitute with a single word again, right? One word substitution we say no, again it is vocab based. Nowadays vocab has become a trend for all the competitive exams and it is keep on increasing in competitive exam. Well, what is the one word substitution for a person? I think we is not only is given, I think I suppose we is given, I feel it is just a moment. The person in the question paper way is given, I think it is who. I'm going to recorrect here. Might be, right? You just cross check and think of it. Well, a person who is not experienced in a job or situation. What do you call? Students, you are a graduate, you are educated, just pass through. You go for interview. They say that you are not experienced in a job or situation. What you are called? That is called no voice. A is the right answer for question number 41. You can lock it and count number of marks you secured so far. Question number 42. High sounding pompous speech of writing. The option C is the right answer. That is grandiloquent. It's a language of it. If you're a pedagogy student, if you're a B.Ed pedagogy students, you will get to know. Option C, grandiloquent is the right answer for high sounding pompous speech of writing. One more question based on the same. The compulsion of tell lies. The compulsion to tell lies. What kind of one word substitution? That is option A, mythomania. Mythomania is the right answer for it. You can lock it. Well, next question is based on jumbled sentence, always challenging one. Students in competitive exams, close test is the most difficult one. Bit easier to that one is jumbled sentence. Luckily, you don't have close test. Very lucky people you are. What is a jumbled sentence? In many of the videos, especially for SSC related MTS, CGL, CHSS, CHSL, and CGL, CRPF, Assistant Commandant, and CDS, right? And for IAS, IPS, IFOS, so many questions I have made videos based on jumbled sentence. It's not that challenging. If the sentence is lengthy, you'll become bored, but have patience, use some techniques. Students, for para jumbled sentence, there are some techniques because you are given a least time. The questions are the lengthy one. You'll become fed up with these questions. There are some techniques to sort out jumbo sentence. If you are interested, if you're a graduate, you are SLC pass, you are PU pass, you are dreaming for some government job, especially state government, central government, and in defense you have to see yourself as in one of the best positions, join my classes. My classes are not just for competitive exams only. If you are willing to learn English, I'm going to teach you basic English, intermediate English, advanced English, and pro English. Because I have passed the TOEFL and IELTS exams, I know English bit better. I'm not boasting myself. Well, I can teach. I'm confident. Well, my number is 8951880403. Students, if you are willing for KTET, CTET, GPSTR, HSTR, IAS, IPS, IFOS, Intelligence Bureau, KPTCL, defense exams, so called Army, Navy, Air Force, BSF, and many other exams. If you are iron leg with English, join my classes. I'll teach you everything. As I promise, my classes are always result oriented. And I teach all over Karnataka, I teach a number of institutes where every month I'm getting one or two government jobs. My students are responding me one or two every month. They are getting one or another placements in both central as well as state government jobs, also in defense. Let's go through the ninth main, jumbled sentence. Students, jumbled sentence is what? Carefully you have to read the question. Four options are given. Luckily, four are given. Sometimes they give you six options, especially for UPSC. Yes, of course, the question is number one, of space scientists of India, which provides platform to the researchers in space science to exchange the scientific results, review their scientific lessons, learn from the previous missions. National Space Science Symposium is a forum. Inauguration of this year's event has happened in online mode due to restriction imposed in view of COVID-19 pandemic. Students, which is the right one? Option 3. This sentence supposed to be the first sentence, followed by next sentence supposed to be one, and followed by third sentence is this one, and the last sentence is as it. When you read it, you will get to know a right communicated. Yes, of course, is a meaningful sentence you will get. Option B is the right answer. Those who have written the exam, cross check whether you have written the option B as your answer. Yes, you will get mark for it. Similarly, one more question, question number 45th, and the right option for the question number 45th is option C, 2, 1, 4, 3. I repeat, 2, 1, 4, 3 is the right alignment. Similarly, one more question, correct the sentence, 12th main, choose the correct sentence in each of the following groups of the sentence. Students, four sentences are given. Among them, three are grammatically wrong, and one is going to be the right sentence. Well, I'm not going to explain it. When you join my classes for any of the exams in detail, thoroughly, profound knowledge, I can promise you. But here, key answers you are going to cross check, confirm the right answer. Well, I can explain some of, but this is not the right time to, because analysis is going. I'm analyzing the question paper. The correct sentence among the four options A, B, C, D, the right one is this is grammatically error free, and the answer is he is over 90 years of age and is still active and strong. No grammatical errors. Similarly, question number 47, option B is the right answer. That is, I tried on both the dresses and finally decided to buy the expensive one. Most of people think that the expensive one, in the sense, sir, it is not superlative. It is not superlative degree. They are supposed to give the most expensive. No, the sentence is like that in communication English, language English, so-called spoken English. No, according to that, the expensive one is the right one. That's the reason I'm going to finalize option B is the right answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 48. A sentence is bit lengthy. Every option is bit lengthy, and you have to find the right one. And the grammatical right one is option A. Let me read for you people. The pursuit of neoliberal financial reform have been stalled by a number of factors besides the political opposition from with and outside the industry. Well, so this is what the right answer. You can lock it. Well, one more question related to the same. Option A is the right answer again, and I'm going to read the answer for you people so that you can get to know. For generations, trivial communities has safeguarded India's water sources, food diversity, medicinal plants, and very wildlife. Protecting the forests is the right answer. Yes, you can lock this option. And the last but not the least, the final question is well, option B is the right answer for this one. You can cross check. He knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. So this is what December 10th, 2023. Those who have written ISRO question paper, general question, 50 questions and 50 answers. Each question carries 1 mark. Here you are. Hope you enjoyed it, students. If you liked my video, if you like the way of my teaching, the explanation, the accent I'm using to, let you know British accent, do subscribe. There is no, I'm not compelling you. But one thing you can do, students, those who have written the exam, for all the graduates, just forward this YouTube, right? My King English Basavarj Vanaki is my English channel. You can subscribe it. Kindly like the video if you like it. If you like it, I'll get inspiration, motivation, so that I can make video on number of state and central government notifications, as well as analysis of question papers. That's all, students. Well, one more thing. Every month I conduct two online batches, both the morning and evening. If you are interested in morning batch, you can call my number 8951000403. You can call. You can talk to me. You can get the details of what exams you are writing. If you are interested in evening batch, you are a college students. You are working. Well, you cannot join morning. Well, you can join my evening classes, and the timing will be very convenient to you. This is my number 8951000403. That's all for the day, students. Shortly, I'll come before you with one more video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe it and like it. Forward to everyone. Take care. Bye bye. God bless you.